Welcome, Amazonians, to another great episode of Amazonian Talk. Just a few quick things. We are not here to bash men or women. We are simply stating our opinions and our experiences. If you feel offended on more than one occasion, then this may not be the podcast for you. We ask that you don't leave or call in with discriminatory or rude comments. If you didn't think about what you were going to say first, then it's probably not wise to say it at all. Remember, if you are calling in to participate in the show, then you are giving us consent to record your voice. All right, so now that we got that disclaimer out of the way, let's get to it and talk about it with your hosts, Winter Blaze and Violet Cruz.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to season 5, episode 8. How long is too long to respond? Yes. And we are talking about when you're talking face to face with somebody and then all of a sudden you're like, do you have a response? And they're like, no, I got to think about it. No. I have to process it. Now, I understand processing. We all have to. But I'm like 2 to 3 days later.
Wait, what?
It's like.
Am I still looking at you? Wait a minute.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's like the USPS. So, yeah, we're going to dive into how long is too long to respond. Yeah. Got my jingles in today.
Yeah.
And a little bit of rap.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
But before we dive into that, of course, we have to give you your intention for the week. So I'm trying to do the singy-songy, but I'm not there. Okay, so your intention for the week is, or rather your quote to kind of marinate and focus on and have it interwoven in your thoughts as you go through the week, is each time a woman stands up for herself, without knowing it possibly, and without claiming it, she stands up for all women. And that really strikes a chord with me because it's, we always talk about supporting each other and this, that, and the other, but even the victories that you have that seem to be personal victories or seem to be personal achievements or whatever that you make, it really does help to blaze a path for women coming behind you. And so it's not, even if whatever your goal or your victory is seems like it's completely self-centered or selfish, it's really not. Because there's somebody out there who is watching what you're doing, watching what you're going through, watching and taking notes from how you handle things and how you succeed in your own personal goals. So it's really not selfish for you to stand up for yourself and to be that voice, because you're a voice for someone who doesn't have one. So, Yep. I'll tell you who said it later on.
Yep. Right back.
Hey, Amazonians. You've put some listening hours into us, so we want to give you a little extra back. Female Creations and 100% Pure are some of the many affiliates we've partnered with. Female Creations is where you can buy unique and quirky gifts for yourself or others. 100% Pure? Well, it's just that. Soaps, moisturizers, and much more are made with 100% pure ingredients. They even have fruit pigmented makeup. Visit our website, AmazonianTalk.com, and use the links there to get special discounts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Special
baby.
discounts. Go get them. So I have ran into a lot of times where I'm having a conversation, I'm addressing something, and I'm making sure that the conversation is not one-sided or taking over the conversation. Sometimes as women, we take it over just because we just do. We naturally talk more. But if I say, like, what are your thoughts? Or do you have something to say? Or it's a question. That's not hypothetical or anything like that. And you say, I have nothing to say. Or, okay. It's like, what? Or I have to process it. It's like, who was I talking to? So, or, you get that, I have to process. A lot of people say that. But there's a difference between actually what did Violet say? Listening to understand, because if you were doing that, you would have something to say. You would have a response. Like everybody has a response, whether it's negative or positive, you have a response. So, okay, let's say you do need some time. Okay. We come back and you say nothing. So what was that? What was the conversation? Well, it was not a conversation, first of all, with the definition of a conversation. So yeah, like how long is too long to process or to respond? Not process, to respond.
Well, I think honestly, in my extensive experience in conversing with other people, which is
Now
really
we ain't
not
talking
that
about
much,
email yet.
but no, but like I think it's if they don't have a response, which I think it is possible to not have a response.
Yeah, nail on the
think
head.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what I found it to be is that if I don't have a response to something, or if I'm trying to get there and I'm just not getting there, I honestly I don't care about it. I mean,
Yeah,
that's it's indicative of how much I care, how much I'm thinking about it. So I mean, I can, like, if we're having a conversation and I can see that you're really passionate and I'm like racking my brain like
what are you talking about?
What else other than okay can I say? And then I can't come up with anything to say because I don't care.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds terrible.
But that's
horrible.
very honest. It's very honest, and I can understand it. It takes a mature person to understand that response. Mm-hmm. So if you're like, oh my gosh, that's so rude, then you're not up there yet. I don't know. Because I can completely understand that. I can understand the nail on the head, like you just don't have anything to say, or that you don't care about it enough, because a lot of people do that. That's what zoning out is. And yeah, that's really the two main, or you don't understand. But if you don't understand, you have to say, I don't understand what you're saying.
Right. You have to admit that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say, and even if you don't care about it, that doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing.
Very
It's
true.
just, and I say that because there's been many times that I've given this whole long monologue to my husband, and I can see the deer in the headlights. Look in his face, like she gonna want me to say something at the end, and I got nothing.
Nothing.
It's because I'm way more passionate than he is. I'm way more intense and everything than he is, and he just doesn't. There are some things, even though we're married and madly in love and all of this stuff, there are things that are important to me that he just doesn't care about, and vice versa. And so, like, you know, he'll be like, oh, okay. I'm like, do you have anything else to add? Do you have anything else you want to say? And then I can hear his response now. Well, baby, I just don't know.
I think I would actually take that one, because it's an honest answer, an honest response. Like, I just don't know.
What do you want me
and
to
if
say?
you do get that response, ladies and gentlemen, or non-binary, you know, that's okay too. I think we have to learn to be okay with our response.
Yeah.
That is with an honest response of somebody giving that to you.
Right.
However, I do want to say, if it is like an in-depth conversation that has been needing to be had, 2 to 3 days, no, we're not doing postal service delivery, okay? Respond. Now, on the flip side, I will say with text messages, because I think we're in the era of the sweetest part of non-technology and technology. So we have the best of both worlds. And with texting, we like it. It's like, yeah, you know, sometimes. And I give people the benefit of the doubt of taking 2 days to respond through text, depending on what it is, because texting is meant to be convenient.
Right.
Like, hey, I don't have to pick up the phone to do all of this talking, but here's the gist of what I'm trying to say.
Right.
All right, get back to me when you can.
Right.
But after that 3rd day mark, it's kind of like, oh, okay. Either it's sitting in your drafts, you forgot, or I forgot.
or you thought you hit the send button.
Yeah.
Or you thought your response, but you didn't type it. And so in your mind,
that
you
one.
responded. And
That
you
one.
didn't. And I'm sorry. I am horrible about that. I'll be at work or something, and I'll get a text, and I'll be like, read whatever the text is. And then I'll literally respond out loud. Oh, well, you can just and
then put the phone down.
I mean,
and then go back,
exactly,
and then pick the phone up to go look at TikTok or look at something else, and then that same person texts you, and you look, and you're like, damn, I thought I responded to you.
I am terrible about that, and I am so sorry to everyone I have ever done that to, which is everybody. I am so sorry because I do that.
Violet.
I know. I'm just, and I'm like, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, whenever you get a chance to respond, like the little reminder, like, hey, poke. Hey,
yeah, because
whatever.
FB doesn't have the poke anymore. Right. I actually like that. But what I do, I utilize this feature a lot because I'm a super early bird person. I used to be a night owl. Mm-hmm. Body change, kids, life. You just become fucked up all the way around with your schedule. But my biggest thing has been scheduling text messages because I like to respect other people's time as well. And then I have I almost said DNR. Jesus. Do not disturb D&D. I don't want to say that. But I also utilize that a lot because I'll be up at 5:00 and I'll remember, oh snap, I need to ask this person whatever. So I'll go ahead and do my text and schedule it because I know I will forget. And the next thing I know, I'm like, damn, it's 5:00 and I still did not text that person. I was supposed to let them know by 12. So I do a lot of scheduling texts.
You are way more on it than me because I will not. No, I'm not scheduling anything. If I wake up and I get things. Well, every parent knows that you get stuff done at night. That's just whether it's late night, early morning, whatever. Yeah. When they're asleep, that's when things get done. And so, if it's 10:05 p.m., if it's 1:23 a.m., if it's 4 a.m., and I think about it and I see it, I'm responding to you. Well,
that's
then.
where the D&D comes in because I was getting text messages and I'm just like, look, I'm sleepy. Yep. UPS, I don't need you telling me I'm getting a package. Okay, either at 5:04 in the morning, like. Come on now.
Yeah. And see, I'm so okay. You guys are learning. I am really, I'm just not a thoughtful person at all because I'm like, okay, well, I have my do not disturb that comes on. My little sleepy time do not disturb comes on at 8:45, 8 p.m. or something like that. And then
you early.
Because I'm early bird. I get up at 4 a.m. just
that's
about every
earlier.
morning. So
8:45. I guess I would do it. Yeah.
So that's when my sleepy time goes on, and then it goes off at 4 a.m. when I wake up. And so I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want to be bothered, then your sleepy time needs to be on. So, I mean, I'm just so
that makes sense.
Focused on what I have to get done that I'm really not considerate of other people, and that's terrible.
I think, well, you do what works for you because I know for me, like some of my other colleagues, they were like, man, you don't want to be responding. I'm like, I sure don't. If you don't get me before 9 o'clock, well, I moved back 30 minutes. I gave people an extra 30 minutes. But I'm like, if you don't get me, you don't get me. But you will get me at 5 a.m. So it's up to you to have your D&D on.
Exactly.
Or 6 o'clock or whatever it gets sent.
And I have my phone set up to where when I'm working out, it automatically goes on D&D. When it has my bedtime set for D&D, and then I have my lunch hour set because don't play with my lunch hour. Okay, I have my lunch hour set on D&D, and so in my mind I'm thinking, okay, if you don't want to be bothered, then your D&D is on, and then you'll just get this whenever you get it. But cause that's how I operate. So
respond when you get it.
Right.
That's the whole thing of this week. It's been our extra 5 minutes.
Please
respond in a timely manner for text and in a conversation.
Yes.
Yes. And I know y'all are like, okay, we get that point.
Right.
Okay, so yes, y'all get the point.
Why have y'all been burned by this too much?
We have. We apologize. Nope, we don't. Okay, so this giveaway is Express Yourself.
What?
Hips.
Yeah. Okay.
Hims, Express Yourself. It is a Pride
right.
and Passion Fruit Punch Herbal Body Moisturizer. Hydrate and sparkle. Enriched with 100% pure natural hemp seed oil. Non-greasy.
Non-greasy. That's important.
That is important.
Greasy, greasy, greasy.
Gluten-free, paraben-free, dye-free, 100% vegan, no propylene, glycol, or mineral oil. THC-free. See, we like the THC though,
Right?
But we know,
allegedly.
we know how that's not approved yet.
Right. But all of this can be yours.
Yes, for only $9.99. So yeah, because you have to do what now?
You have to do the Amazonian phrase. And before I give you the Amazonian phrase, let me tell you what this person said. Each time a woman stands up for herself, without knowing it possibly, and without even claiming it, she stands up for all women. Miss Maya Angelou said that.
That woman is awesome.
Rock star.
If you don't know, famous poet too.
Yes.
You need to look her up.
She's a famous poet, and if you didn't know it, you need to Google
Go
it.
and show it.
I don't know.
And yeah, I was trying to help you out. I was
Right,
bad.
right,
I was
no.
bad. Bad toss.
But yes, make sure that you send in that Amazonian phrase so that you can get the prize for the week. Okie doke.
Yes.
And again, check us out. Check out our website, AmazonianTalk.com. Make sure you tune in for our Wisdom Talks. That is every Monday.
Every Monday, CST,
Yep.
11 a.m.
So make sure you check out our Wisdom Talk this upcoming week. And, again, I say this to you guys all the time, so I know you know what I'm about to say. We love hearing from y'all. And so reach out to us on Twitter. You can send us an email, whatever. We love hearing feedback, thoughts, ideas, observations, everything from you guys. Okay? So make sure you hit us up and come back for our next episode, which is going to be gaslighting.
Yeah.
And what it is.
Serious thing, y'all. Serious thing. We're going to dive deep into gaslighting. You have to. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to peace out, y'all.
Yep.